Nancy Dodge from YB Stamp. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to my second Sunday tips and techniques. This evening we are going to, my stagehand and I, are going to show you how to get the most out of your paper pumpkins as far as using them and storage, ease of accessibility, etc. So let's dig right in, shall we? So the first thing I want to show you is my handy dandy 3-ring binder. And I use these pencil pouches that I got on clearance, actually, for like 25 cents a piece. And then all I do is, so like here's last month's paper pumpkin, and I zip it and I put the information directions in there, and then I have the stamp set right there. And then on top of that, I have what I call a table of contents, where I have the month and the stamp set. So January, February, March, April, May, June, all the way through until this past month. So not 10 months, 9 months, whatever. And I have quite a few years. So anybody that has several years of paper pumpkins, I have, let me know, but I have January through October on a downloadable file on my website. And I posted that on Facebook, I think on Friday. But you can still just go straight to my website, ybstamp.com, and find it. So that's how to organize your stamps. And I put them in chronological order so that they're easy to find. So that's for the stamps. And then for the inks, I have these, I'll flip it over. They're Tim Holtz Distress Mini Ink storage tins. My friend Carolyn turned me on to these, and they hold 12 ink spots. So it seems like a lot, but once that's a whole year's worth, unless they give you more than one in some kits, which they do sometimes. But since I have so many, I do it by family. So I have brights, regals, naturals, subtles, and in color. And then, what about all the bling that you have, the extra bling? Well, we have this book of bling, as we call it in my house, and I just put in extra pieces from my kits. So as I'm making a card and I say, gee, I need some bling, I can go through and find past kits bling and decide what I want to put on my card. So to do this, I'm going to show you in the catalog, the annual catalog, Stampin' Up! Annual catalog. So I'm using these note cards and envelopes. They come in very vanilla and basic white, and you get 20 cards and envelopes for $7. How can you beat that? And then, as my ink receptor, I guess you would say, I'm going to use these water painters. So let's dig in, shall we? I'm going to show you a few cards that I already made. So this was the first one that I made, and I just watercolored. I'll show you how I do it. I'm going to do a demonstration. 4 different ink spots, and then I took one of the stamps from, I think this was from November 2019, and I inked it up with soft suede and stamped it, and then put the little sentiment on it. But how adorable is that? And then, so you could use that one for Thanksgiving. I did this one for a seasonal card, and I think that these snowflakes were from October 2020. I can't remember 100%. And then I just stamped Season's Greetings on it. And then this one was more recent, just to you and yours. And then a different technique, I took some of the black ink and stamped the stamp from, I think it was October 2018 actually. And I stamped it, then I used the water painters to paint this in. So I'll show you how that I did that. All right.
The leaf was actually September 2017.
Ah, see, I was wrong.
That's even older than we thought.
Consult the
table of contents.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so I have my card. Now, don't fold it yet because we're going to use these water painters, and they tend to get a little damp, so I don't want to get this other side damp. So, you guys can help me this evening. I need to know what occasion you would like me to pull out of my arsenal of paper pumpkins for a card to make. Birthday, congratulations, Christmas, spring, Valentine's, thinking of you. But
we have lots of people on tonight. While they decide, we have my newest paper pumpkin customer, Miss Jen Hayes.
Welcome, Jen.
All the way from California. We have Carol and Carolyn.
Hello, Carolyn from Vermont.
We have Sissy from the couch.
Sissy from the couch.
And we have Robin.
All right, Robin. I'm glad you could make it. All right. So what kind of card do we want to make?
Jen says a winter birthday.
A winter birthday.
Carol says birthday is always needed. Robin says sympathy and Christmas as well.
All right. So we'll make those 4 cards. So we're going to pull out our book of excitement. You look in that, and I'll look in this. And we're going to pull out. Now, do you guys have any specific colors you want me to use? Because I have most of them. A winter birthday, a sympathy, and winter birthday, sympathy, and what? Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's one. This is a good sympathy one. I really like this one. The lost is immeasurable, but so is the love left behind. So I like this one. And this one is from August 2018. So while my lovely assistant looks for more, I will start with this one. All right. So I don't really need the directions anymore, but it's nice to have them because it gives you an idea what's really in the kit.
You can also recreate, use it as a jumping off point.
Right. So this has flowers in it. So I think I will do some flowers. And I have a paper plate that I'm going to use. I could use my splat mat here, but I'm going to use a paper plate. And then I have my aqua painters. Well, that's what they used to be called. They're called water painters now. And they come in 3 different sizes. I don't know if you can see them all, but a wide one, a medium one, and a thin one. And they all have water in them. Just put them back on. So let's see. Pull out some. As you can see, I have quite a bit. Let's see. We probably, there's some yellow in crushed curry. And some shaded spruce. So maybe I'll just use what I have right here. All right.
Jen suggested some blues.
Some blues. How about if I do a blue background? I have one of the new ones, Orchid Oasis, which I really like. Okay. I'm just going to give it like a sky background. So what I'm going to do is, it's already up kind of wet, but I want it to really have that watercolor look. So I'm just going to tap my paintbrush and see I've picked up a little. And then kind of swirl it around some. I think I need a little bit more water. So I have my little spritzer here. I mean, I could use just a little dish of water, but I'm just going to give it a spray on my plate. Pick up a little more ink to really get that watercolory look. See how it all comes together now? And just give it some sky color. Mix it around. Get it good and wet. Dip it. But you know, if you do paper pumpkin, you don't want to have to buy all kinds of extra supplies just to keep using what you've got. I think I'll do some green on the bottom. Alright, the blue is mostly gone out of that. You can either get it off by just doing it on your splat mat or a paper towel. See, nothing's coming off anymore. So I think I'll put a little green down. Some of this shaded spruce. Uh-oh, guess what I just did?
Made a mess.
I dumped all my tins.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to get this green going. Give it a little spritz. But see, it doesn't take much to just go, as I was saying earlier, beyond the pumpkin. You've got all these stamps, you've got all these inks, let's use them. It's just a matter of organization, you know?
But you can also use them to get yourself to a jumping off point. Oh, I like doing this, I like doing that, and then you can kind of aim yourself and your purchases accordingly.
Right.
Instead of just being overwhelmed by the catalog.
That's right. It really is. Do we have any new questions or?
Let's see. Jen wants to know if you use tap or distilled water.
Actually I used filtered tap, but I have well water. So, I was looking for a smaller block because of these. So I'm going to, I want to do it in rich raspberry.
I love rich raspberry. It's
I
my
know,
favorite.
it's one of my favorites too. Seeing if one of the, yep, I got one that's open. So now I'm going to just normally ink this like you would any other stamp, as opposed to watercolor painting it. And I think I'll put a couple down. This'll be a little bit lighter once you dry it. It dries. And then I'm going to put some of this crushed curry on. Will you do me a huge favor, Vic?
I am the stagehand, so whatever your heart desires.
Can you see what a mess I've made of these? Yeah, I heard it crash and I thought, oh no. Alright.
Oh boy.
I know. Mm-hmm.
It's not as bad as you think.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
As a matter of fact, only one leg fell off.
Oh, that's great. Alright, so put some crushed curry on.
Just don't know if you
So remember, this is all being used by all your kits. And you think at the beginning, well, gee, I only have 1 or 2 kits. But you know what? They build up fast. Now, I just clean these. You could clean it with a regular paper towel or soap and water. This is the chamois that Stampin' Up! Sells. So now I want to put this stamp on. Because I love this. I use this stamp on a lot of different cards.
That you do.
Yep. Because I like it. I think it's very appropriate. Alright, let's see. What color should I stamp that in? How about another blue?
Starry Sky or
Starry
Misty
Sky.
Moonlight?
Starry Sky it is. Alrighty.
You can also use the spots to decide which colors you want for inks. Because
That's
that's
true.
another intimidating choice. Well, what blends do I want? What inks do I want?
That's right. Absolutely. Where did I put my cleaner? Oh, it's on my leg. I went to On Stage this past weekend, and we did a lot of miles. We drove up to Montreal. My upline did all the driving. She insisted on driving, so I let her. Okay, now bling. Let's see what we should put on for bling. But see how easy this is to do? I mean, and you have all the supplies. That's the thing. You have all these supplies. So just pick something. I don't know. I could even put something in the center of the flowers, but I like these. Do they match?
They do.
Well, if I can get the little bag open, we'll be all set. Oh, my stagehand's going to have to do it. I'm all thumbs tonight.
Getting back into the swing of it after a couple of days off as well.
It is, but it's just about dry, so this should stick. I like to put 3 on. Oops. Just to give it a little something. Fold it up.
These little cards are so cute.
I know, aren't they? And they're perfect. They're just perfect for anything, you know? Alright, so there's our first card. How quick was that? Alright, what's our next card?
We have the winter birthday for Jen.
A winter birthday.
So I pulled out
Next card. Oh, I forgot to put these back on. I'm listening.
I have the December 2019 for a happy birthday. And I also have February 2017 many happy birthdays. I also got You're Amazing because it's super cute.
Okay, that goes with the one I just put away. The sympathy one. So here's happy birthday. And what else do we have?
Oh, this one. Many happy birthdays.
Many happy birthdays. All right. So let's pull this out. So there's some, I guess you could use those for candles or a background. Mm-hmm. Well, let's use some winter colors then. How's that? So winter colors are blues. I got Misty Moonlight, Starry Sky.
That's all I got for blue over here.
I have Night of Navy. And where did the blue go that I just had? The other blue. Didn't I have another blue? Did I put it away?
You must have.
Oh well. we'll just have to use what we've got. I don't know what I did with them. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these as layers. So first I want to get my thick one going with some of these blues. Yeah, didn't I have Orchid Oasis somewhere?
Do you want to hand me the tins on your other side and I'll look?
Maybe it dropped and it's still down there. All right. I think I'll start with the darkest on the bottom. So just dip. Mix it around so it's real watercolory. It did fall.
And it was Orchid Oasis.
Go me. I think there's also some snowflakes too, if we want to put that in.
In the bling?
I don't know. Alright, then I'll move up to Misty Moonlight. No, I think I'll stay away from Misty Moonlight because that's not with us anymore.
R.I.P.
That's okay. Alright. Give me a little squirt. So I hope I'm giving you some great ideas. Because y'all are creative. So you should use what you have.
I can't wait to see what Jen does with her next kit.
Yeah, they're awesome kits, and I find the each month they're getting more and more awesome. So that's exciting. So just dip. Can you see how much I put on? Just a little bit. Get it worked into a watercolor. And now, and I'm going to show you in a couple of cards. You don't have to do it just this way. We're going to also do some that are not just stripes of watercolor, like I did on that Thanksgiving card. Alright, so now we're going to use some of these textures. There are 3 different textures, and I did 3 different ink colors. Hopefully they're dry enough. They're just about dry. You could always, if any of you have the heat tool, you could also use that. Alright, we're going to start on the bottom. Looks like I got a little bit of green in there. I went over too far on my little plate. Alright, so the bottom color was Night of Navy. I told my family to be quiet, but they're watching a hockey game, so they aren't being overly cooperative.
Bruins night in the Dodge house is not usually quiet.
No, it's not. Especially if there's a fight. Alright. And which sentiment? I'm putting happy birthday on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday. Should I say to you?
Sure.
Okay. I just want to gauge it before I finish the stamping, because I want to put it kind of in the middle so that those are in the middle of the colors. So do I have enough room to say to you? I don't want to make it too... No, I think I will just do it like that. All right.
This is also my favorite part about having like the stamps loose as opposed to adhered to the wood blocks like they used to be.
Oh, I know. It's so much better. All right. Starry Sky is next. I'm going to put this in the middle. I think that's how I figured it out. Where's my... Clean my stamps. And what are we making after this one?
Christmas.
Christmas.
I already picked out my color scheme.
Oh, you did you?
I did.
All right, and then Orchid Oasis.
But I think one of my colors is retired. Mary Merlot.
No, it's in the
Eagles.
neutrals.
Neutrals. Okay. Good.
All right. I think I didn't do this the way I was thinking. Happy birthday.
Robin also likes how we laid out the stamps to make sure that everything
Oh.
sat where we wanted it to.
Yeah, and you know the Stamparatus is good for that too, but I'm trying to show you to use what you've got because that's the beauty of, you know, when you get your first paper pumpkin, you get a block like this that comes in your first kit. I think it says, does it say paper pumpkin on it?
I think so.
Might.
It does, I can see it.
So, let's see, what color should I stamp the happy birthday in?
Maybe.
Let's do it something other than blue, even though we were doing blues. Something that goes with blue.
Like Mary Merlot?
Sure. That's a winter color, right?
Yeah.
All right. Happy birthday.
Ta-da!
Ta-da. I would have lined it up different. I didn't do it as good as I thought I was going to, but that's okay. We can put some bling up there. The only downfall to these polymer stamps is any little bit of red in any of the colors stains your stamps. So even though these are clean, see it's not coming out on my fingers, they look dirty, but they're not. They're just stained. The same with my little chamois here. It looks filthy, but it's not. It's just stained.
What's funny is I just thought if you grabbed an E-block,
Book of Bling.
if you grabbed the E-block,
You could do the whole thing.
One thing.
Right.
That's cool.
All right. Let's see. Do I have any snowflakes in here? I have hearts, flowers.
I can check.
Well, these look snowflakey. These little, then they have a blue tint to them.
Oh yeah, the oil slick. Jen says that she used denture cleaner to help clean the cling stamps.
Oh, I'll have to try that, Jen. Thank you for the tip. There, we'll just put a row of these. How's
There you
that
go.
look?
There you go, Jen. How's that for winter birthday?
All right.
See, Jen
So
needs
there's our
winter birthday help because she has a winter birthday.
Ah, so there's our second card. All right, we'll put this bling back. But, I mean, you could probably even get something like this at the dollar store or on Amazon.
It's actually just a, what is that, a 4x6
Actually,
photo
I'll
album.
show you. I have one down here.
William likes it. He's watching with Mom.
Excellent.
Hi, Will.
So here, this is exactly what I have. That's the size. about 7x6 inexpensive photo album, known in my house as the Book of Bling. All right, back to our previously scheduled program. We're doing Christmas. Okay, get out another card. So, I mean, what, 20 cards and envelopes for $7? How much does that come out to each piece? That's great. We're going to put those away. And we're going to use these colors. Shaded Spruce, Basic Gray, and Mary Merlot. And what stamps are we using?
On my leg, not yours.
We're using the Peaceful Christmas stamps from last October.
This set.
So we're going to pull out the... Oh, did you already unzip it on me?
I did. I was on top of it.
Well, now I can't get it open. Oh, there we are. So here are the stamps. Merry Christmas, Peaceful Christmas Wishes, wishing you and your family all the best, holiday cheer to you and yours, sending you peace and joy all year long, and from our home to yours. And we have some trees, pine trees, and some snowflakes. All right, so do we want to just stamp them, or do we need watercolor?
Why don't we do the E-block?
To do the E-block, okay.
Yeah.
So we'll have pine trees.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the problem with that, though, is that snowflakes are going to need to go everywhere. So
That's okay.
I'll use that on this little block, just because I have all these little blocks. And do you want the snowflakes in the gray?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So I'm just going to ink them up. Stamp. 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 And don't be afraid to go off the edge. That's good. So there's with the green. And what are we doing? The words in the Mary Merlot?
Yes, please.
All right. And what's after Christmas? Did we have 4 cards that we... All right.
We had Winter Birthday from Jen. Carol agreed that birthday is always needed. And then Robin said Christmas and sympathy. So we're caught up.
All right. So we've got Shaded Spruce.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mary Merlot on both of those.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'm interested to see how this comes out. Because it's cool.
It is cool.
It's like a
Now,
DIY
for those of you
stamparatus.
that don't know, if it dries a little bit, all you have to do is go and breathe on it, and it puts the moisture back in.
That came out cool.
How's that? All right. So you can clean that. And then we need some bling. Let's see what we can put in for snowflakes. So if that's, we should probably keep something in the silvery tone, right?
Mm.
We have a lot of pearls.
And I do actually have this kit on top because I was playing with it the other day.
Oh, and what kind of bling was in there?
I am not as organized as my mother.
Oh, see, it's not even open, is it?
No.
It was a refill. Alright, well, let's use what we've got. Those little ones that I just had that we used on the previous card. This
It
little.
looks like this wasn't bling because
I'll put some of these
they
on.
blinged up the paper.
I was hoping for something a little smaller. I could put some of these little white pearls on.
Yeah.
Just a few. Some of them are really tiny. With a cat hair in it. Vicky's cat passed away a couple of months ago, and every once in a while we still see some of the fur pop up.
Yep.
So we think of her just a little bit of bling. I don't know if you can see those pearls.
They look really cute.
Yeah. All right, card number 3. We didn't have a 4th card?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, well, I want to show another one. I want to do one where I stamped and then watercolored it in.
Oh.
Right? So let's see what I've got.
I have the big box if you need it.
Am I making a mess? Yes, I'm
Yes,
making
you
a
are.
mess. Looking to see what I have. I want something to color in. And of course, everything I'm pulling out is not a color inner.
What about the boat from July?
Where's the box?
I have the box.
Alright. Quickly find something to color in. How about this? I think this is a color inner. Yep. Alright, this is from April 2019. And I have a flower and some leaves, and I can do Happy Mother's Day, thinking of you, happy birthday, congratulations, or thank you. Let me know which one you want to make. And I will do it.
Jen says a clean craft area is an unused craft area.
Well then, Jen, you'd love my craft room.
She'd never leave. Not that I'm complaining.
No. So I'm going to kind of two-tone this. Let me see. I want to use some bright colors. So I think I'll use the new in color Parakeet Party for the leaves.
We have a thank you and a birthday. Do we have a tiebreaker, ladies?
That's right. And then I think I'll do a yellow or crushed. Nope, this is Bumblebee. That's old. Do we have crushed curry? Alright, I'm going to use crushed curry. I'm just going
Jen is the tiebreaker with thank you.
a thank you card, okay. Alright, well this isn't too totally of a color in, but a bit. Okay, so there's the flower. And then I'm going to use the Parakeet Party. Now this one hasn't been opened yet. I'm going to show you how I open it. I just take my snips, and there's a dotted line to kind of go across. And it usually does pretty well. Not always, but yeah. And I used to open them all the way, but then when the tops pop off, I don't know what goes with what. And my friend Carolyn suggested just doing one, so now I just do one. Oh, close the scissors, please.
Carolyn's pretty smart.
Carolyn is pretty smart. All right. Let's see. Put a couple of leaves in. And see, these look nothing like the paper pumpkin kits that the stamps came out of, but wow, can you make all different kinds of creations, you know? So use your imagination. You've got the tools, just put them together differently. Let's see, where should I put this? I'm actually going to fold this over for just a minute because I want to stamp off the side. And don't want to get it on the back. All right, what did we decide? Thank you?
Thank you.
Okay. First, I'm going to take the smallest of my water painters. So get my little plate out again, and a little squirt of water. And I'm just going to pick up some yellow and go on the inside. So it's going to be lighter, so it will add some depth. And it's okay if you pick up some of what you've already stamped. And you can make some, you know, pick up some more, make it darker if you want, make some sections lighter. But see how it's...
tell, but I think it looks really cool.
Well, I'll bring you a close-up when I'm done. You can start to see that it's... I'll show you. You can start to see that it's shaded up above.
Dimensionalizing.
It is dimensionalizing. Filling it in instead of making it look white. These water painters are great. They make even the most novel person, as like myself, look like a great artist.
Oops.
You're finding this a thank you?
Yeah, I got you. Thank you.
All right. So just get rid of the yellow. Now it's coming out clear. I can put it away.
How do you clean the tips off?
That's it. You just do that. Eventually they get stained a bit, but look, see, there's no yellow.
Huh.
I just showed her. I cleaned it on my paper towel, and there's no yellow. It comes out clear. I mean, if you really wanted to wash them, you could, but there's really no need to. All right, what color do you want to stamp the thank you in? It's a trick question, isn't it?
I know. Go with the Night of Navy.
Night of Navy.
Yeah.
Okay. Night of Navy it is. And of course you probably also have some extra
Ribbons and strings.
these are all extra pieces of ribbons and strings that you could also put a little bow on it if you'd like. I'm just going to put a couple pieces of bling.
You like bling in this house?
I do like the extra bling. Since I have some pink flowers, I think I'll put these on. Just to give it a little extra. There. There we go. And of course you could always stamp the inside with another sentiment. So here are the cards that you helped make this evening. And get them all together. And how quickly did we do that? Between chit-chatting and giving you some tips, 50 minutes.
An hour.
Right, but they take, what, maybe 10 minutes a card.
Right.
And that's on top of the 4 that I already made that I showed you earlier.
And if you did the E-block technique, and you could put like multiple of these.
Yeah. But, you know, bing, done.
I really like that yellow flower card. It came out so cute.
So anyway, I will post these online so that you can look at them in more detail. And I will also have the link to download the file for 2022. As the paper pumpkins come in, I will update that. If you would like 2021 back to 2015, I think is when they started, please let me know. But it's so easy to organize these things and have them readily available. You know, all the inks were in containers so that you could say, gee, I think I want this color. And for not much money, you can add to what you've already got. So you can visit my website for more tips and information. And next Sunday, I am going to highlight a new product from the January to April 2023 mini Stampin' Up! Catalog. So anyway, until next Sunday, happy stamping.